Good morning, Nuggets fans. From a snowy morning up here in the Mile High City last night, your Denver Nuggets took on Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Watching the game last night, a really enjoyable game to watch. I'm glad we came out with the W. Today I got you highlights, reactions, analysis, so on and so forth. But before we get into any of that, let's take a look at the conference standings right now. Leading your East still at I consider the number one best team in the NBA. At number one, you got your Boston Celtics. At number two, Milwaukee. 3, Philadelphia. The Brooklyn Nets have dropped down to 4 at 27 and 16. They used to be up to number 2. Cavs still sitting good at 5. The Knicks are sitting there at 6. Miami at 7. Indiana at 8. Atlanta at 9. And Chicago at 10. Rounding out your Eastern Conference, you got Toronto, Washington, Orlando, Detroit, and Charlotte. Looking at your Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets are your number one team in the Western Conference at 31 and 13. Memphis still has the number 2 spot, as well as New Orleans at number 3. Sacramento at 4. Luka Doncic, a.k.a. the Dallas Mavericks, at 5. Golden State has jumped up to 6. The Clippers still sitting good at 7. At 23 and 23, they're about 500. The Jazz at 8. Timberwolves at 9. And OKC has edged their way into a spot at 10. Looks like SGA is doing some good work over there at OKC. Rounding out your Western Conference, you got Portland, who just lost last night. They're 21 and 23 on the season. Phoenix has dropped down to 12. Interesting situation in Phoenix. You got your Lakers at 13, San Antonio at 14, and your Rockets at 15. Some very interesting comments made about the Houston situation going on over there by John Wall in a recent podcast. I thought it was pretty interesting what he had to say. But yeah, Houston 10 and 34, rounding out the bottom of your Western Conference. Let's start right into the highlights today, boys. Looks like starting for the Nuggets is our regular starting 5 as Jamal, KCP, MPJ, Aaron Gordon, and Jokic. For the Trailblazers, it looks like they are starting Dame Lillard, Anthony Simons, Josh Hart at the small forward, Jeremy Grant at the power forward. That's an old Nuggets face right there. Glad to see him doing well. And Jusuf Nurkic at the center. Let's get right into it, boys. These Portland Nuggets games always seem to be chippy for me. And as a Nuggets fan, I'm always scared of Damian Lillard. I was at that playoff game where he had 55 points or whatever. I mean, every time he got the ball, he was just like he couldn't miss. I feel like our kryptonite is Damian Lillard. Denver Nuggets kryptonite is Damian Lillard. Good take to the hole by Jamal Murray. That's a tough finish right there. And here we go, starting it off early from Damian Lillard. I like to see how the Nuggets approach their matchups here. If we just check we can go back a little bit just to check the man-on-man matchups. Looks like they're starting off Jamal on Dame, Jokic on Jusuf. I'd like to see them switch it up. KCP is a very good defender. Maybe throw him on Dame. Maybe throw AG on Dame for a little bit. Not to say they don't switch it up later, but that just looks like how they're starting out defensively to start out the game. I mean, that's why you brought guys in like Bruce Brown and KCP to guard the Damian Lillards. But we'll see how we contain Damian this game. Good block by Aaron Gordon on Simons. I know he's a very good player too, so I like that matchup. Jamal with the step back. Jamal Murray looking good with the little step back. Portland starts with Hart out on Jamal. Little slip to Jokic. That's automatic. I mean, that two-man game between Jamal and Jokic is just underrated. They know each other so well. It's almost like this two-man game in Portland between Dame and Nurkic. That was a beautiful pass, beautiful finish, and Nurkic shooting three-pointers for the Blazers. Jokic running in transition. I feel like I'm playing 2K23 or something. You know whenever you play those fools online where you take the three they contest and they run down immediately. Yeah. We're playing 2K23 out here. Good run by Yoke. Now the Blazers will be interesting. They both have I like their Sheldon Sharp guy as Dame gets open for another three. Number 17, he is a very athletic player. I've seen a lot of good dunks as Porter and the trail and one. That number 17 right there, Sheldon Sharp, went to Kentucky. I followed him a little bit through college, but I really enjoy watching him play. And there goes Damian Lillard again. Nobody's stopping him.
Now Jokic.
Good slip from MPJ there.
Jokic in the lane.
Look at the body control. The little baby hook is cash. Nikola Jokic. Looks like they started our first subs into the game. Vladko is in for Aaron Gordon at about 3:15.
The division, and they're well on their way to doing that.
I don't know half these people on this Portland roster. And oh my goodness. I got it. He just floats through the air.
Well on their way to doing that.
This is a nice action though. Bones, you got to be better on that. Just gets caught up in the screen. But he just floats, man. That's ridiculous. Eubanks hits the high screen.
Simons in the lane, put it up and got it.
See, this is one thing, and I feel like it gets exposed most when we play the Trailblazers because of these players such as Dame and Anthony Simons. Now, I don't say this is a bad job by KCP. But Simons and Dame are such good shooters, you have to go over, even from these high screen and rolls, because they will both pull it from this area right here. I don't know. It's hard to fight harder to get over because it just exposes Jokic so much because they basically have already forced the switch without switching. Jokic is guarding a much smaller, faster guy, already basically out on the three-point line. He doesn't even have a chance. I don't know if maybe if KCP needs to go recognize the screen, flop under it real quick, or if he needs to recognize the screen and wall off. Or it may be on Jokic. Maybe Jokic didn't call out the screen soon enough. I don't know. But it just exposes him. That's what everybody is talking about when they're talking about Jokic's defense, because clips like these get played. And I would agree, he's not going to keep up with the smaller, the faster guard. But it's almost like the team put him in that situation. That's what Anthony Simons does, I guess.
Has a reset here.
But I would say Jokic as a team defender, getting his hands in passing lanes, understanding the IQ of defense is Anthony Simons, man. Hits another one, and Zeke Naji gets blocked, leaving it in transition, and wow, I don't even know who that was. Just put his nuts in Aaron Gordon's face. And there's the little delay screen from Dame. Well, let's go look at that action. That's a beautiful action by the Trailblazers. How do they start it off? They started off with a complete mixed direction. They started off with a dribble handoff with Hart going to the opposite side, and then they send this little, I don't even know what this screen would be called. Just a screen, and Jeremy Grant can either flash the middle, curl off of it. So immediately the defense is looking, okay, Bruce Brown is watching Josh Hart in the corner. Jamal's making sure he doesn't curl. Little do they know, the whole action, Youssef is just sitting up here waiting for Dame to come up, and he's just going to pick off Jamal. He doesn't even need to set him. I guess that is kind of a moving screen. Now that you think about it. But that's tough. It gives him time to dribble. That's a good play by the Portland Trailblazers. A little misdirection there. Jokic bringing up the ball, giving it to Aaron Gordon. Way to cut hard by Jokic. Beautiful finish. That's one thing about Jokic. His hands are insane. Another dribble handoff. And a nifty finish there by Bruce Brown with the up and under reverse. Very nice, very nice. See, that's Damian Lillard is going off, man. That's just a dribble handoff. You give him an inch of space. I mean, I would say Jokic is there. One thing you see a lot with Jokic, though, is he likes to get his hands down and swipe down at the ball. That's where you see a lot of his steals come through. I mean, you see a lot of them when people are cutting through. He'll get his hands in the passing lanes and stuff. But Damian Lillard recognizes this and realizes he's going to do this because he's going to try to get a steal off of it and just pulls it. He knows he's not going to have time to shoot. That's Damian Lillard always does this to man. Starting off hot for Damian Lillard and one for Jokic. I don't know if he's missed yet.
The way that he can pass with either hand, shoot with either hand.
Jeremy Grant swinging out to Damian Lillard.
How he gets deflections and his hand coordination is so good. So really it's
Oh, boys. What by one?
Gordon's inside.
Gordon with the power, the patience, and the foul. Which I really didn't see one there, but we'll take it.
Lillard is covering.
Jamal.
Murray lets it go.
And everybody says, oh, why don't you just go under screens on Damian Lillard? Well, this is Jamal Murray, and this is exactly why. Because Dame pulls that. I know Jamal didn't hit that, but everybody says, why can't you go under screens on Steph Curry-esque, Damian Lillard-esque players? That's exactly why.
Left it short.
Because they recognize it early enough. Great hustle by KCP on defense. Swings it though. Porter with the tough finish. That's great hustle by KCP. Recognizing the early leak out, getting back, and you just give up. I don't even know who that is.
70-65.
Damian Lillard is so good, man. I'm going to stop this at halftime just to see how much he had at half. Like, this is ridiculous. He's cooking us. Michael Porter, why are you laying down? That works. All right. Let's just look at a few halftime observations here. First off, we're just going to bring out the elephant in the room. Dame is cooking us. Like, Dame is cooking us beyond belief. He had 30 in the first quarter. Oh, nah. I didn't know it was that much. I didn't know it was that much, to be honest with you. Wow. So Dame just off rip goes crazy. Jokic is perfect at the end of the first half. I mean... This is just like a masterclass of two superstars. Jokic is perfect from the field, and Damian Lillard has 30 points and is 6 from 9 from the three-point line. I mean, this is just a masterclass of a game by these two superstars. As Michael Porter just misses the layup. Jokic is there for the cleanup. Now, this is interesting. I wonder if you see who's matched up on Dame right here. That's Michael Porter Jr. I wonder if they talk something at halftime and think a taller guy would work on Mike or would work on Dame. I don't know, but I don't think that's a good idea. You have KCP right here. You have Aaron Gordon right here. You have Jamal Murray right. I don't know. I did see that Mike Malone was out with health and safety protocols. So maybe that has something. See, it's exactly what happens. Mike is not disciplined. He just gets split. And KCP's there on the help, but it's tough. Size advantage, shoot over him. Yep. Ooh. Butter from Michael Porter. It's crazy to think that fool's 6'10". Jamal, go over. Okay, even if you're playing pickup, even any situation, if you know somebody can shoot well, just go over screens. Because then they think about it. They know that you're coming. They'll make them think more. Because if you just go under every time, it's just going to be, I'm going to pull it no matter what. That's on Jamal on that one, and he gets crossed by Simons, who goes and dunks it. Portland brought it back to within 4. I guess it was only 6 at half. Dribble handoff, Jamal for 3, cash. Maybe that's the lesson of today's game. Don't go under screens. Good body by Jokic. Great verticality, straight up. Runs the court. And outruns Nurkic. He's wanting the foul call. Definitely a little angry on that one. Great body control. I mean, I guess this is why. I wonder if he's still perfect from the field. I think he is. But, I mean, oh, my. So they did switch KCP onto Dame, and he just gets beat because Dame's like that. That's a good move by Dame.
Jason Hart has it. He's the best rebounding guard in the NBA.
And then we just let Josh Hart go coast to coast. Like, this is what worries me about a Nuggets fan. I mean, I understand Portland's not very good, and I know we have a rivalry with them and stuff, but in my opinion, they should not be in this game. I mean, we gave up 67 points at halftime. I know we scored 73, but defense wins championships. And if you let Dame Lillard stick around, we all heard about Dame time.
Lillard blows by
Doesn't go over the screen. Jokic gets beat again.
Nurkic playing with 3 fouls. Jokic
I think we may have limited his three-pointers though.
got it.
Just shoots right over him. That's great by Mike. Because they haven't shown any highlights of Jokic 27, 10, and 8 with 4 minutes left in the third. 27, 10, and 9.
Jeremy Grant wide
There's an
open.
assist. But as I was saying before, I don't know if Damian Lillard has hit any threes in the second half. I feel like they would have showed them.
Jokic.
Knowing Damian Lillard and all, and Vladko passes the ball to Jeremy Grant. I wonder if they still think they're teammates or something.
Well, there was an advantage there too. There was
Nice.
only one
Let's just
defender
give the ball to
cover
the
two Nuggets
defense.
players, and so Chanchar was trying to make a decision
ISO with
before he
Jokic,
got
shoot
the
over him.
Jokic
Oh,
can
show it
shoot
to
over
him.
Nurk. Yeah, 16-footer.
I mean, if you're not going to do anything, I may as well take it. Jokic tried to warn him, but Dirk just said no. Good move by Jeremy Grant, man. Oh, I miss Jeremy Grant, but I guess we did get Aaron Gordon because of it, so I can't be too upset. Jeremy Grant is just a great fit. And then Michael Porter uses his height just to shoot over the small Damian Lillard.
Simons with a long
Watching
three.
him develop and his ISO mid-range game gets slipped by Zeke. I feel like is underrated, where if he gets a smaller guy on him in a switch, he'll post up and he'll hit that little mid-range. It's not even a fadeaway. He just kind of gets up and shoots over him. Sheldon Sharp, good hesitation to the rim. And what happened to our quality? Alright, boys, we're back from our technical difficulties. For some reason, YouTube just wanted to change the quality of the video in the middle, so it looked like it was recorded on a potato, but we're back. 101.89, this is the Sheldon Sharp hesitation that he gets Vladko on here. I think it was right where the video started to go potato like before. This little hezzy gets him to jump to the rim. Bucket. Sheldon Sharp, Kentucky boy. Jamal with Gary Payton. I forgot Gary Payton II was on Portland. Huh. He was a big role player for Golden State. I think he got a bag too.
Just come back from injury.
And we'll call that a pass. And dunks it home before the shot clock.
Was down.
Banks? Somebody? I don't know who that guy is.
The Blazers.
And now it looks like we switch KCP on the Dame, and you know what? I'm not going to hate on that, because that's honestly, I bet what they told him at halftime was no threes. Because if he goes 6 for 9 from the three-point line in the first half, I bet what they told the Nuggets defenders is no threes. That's why I guess we'd rather give up the blow-by. And what a pass by Aaron Gordon. Did he go? Oh, that's just beautiful. Bruce Brown with the dunk. 99-108, 9-point game. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Little spin, and that is just the hand control. Catches it and shoots it and puts it in all in one motion. And they soft double Lillard. Good passing vision by Grant. Gets inside. And a little awkward positioning down there. And here come in the scrubs, it looks like for both teams. I shouldn't say scrubs. The bench, the deep bench for both teams. Christian Braun isn't getting minutes until now. But, yeah, there's the Nuggets head coach who's filling in for Mike Malone in health and safety protocols. David Adelman, I believe his name is. Credit to you on your first career win. The Nuggets take it 113-122 today. All right, boys, looking at the box score today for the Trailblazers, leading the way, Damian Lillard. 44 points, hit all 14 of his free throws, 6 for 12 from 3. It looks like he didn't hit a 3 after halftime, so that's good on the Nuggets defense, really stepping up on that, getting over on screens, not giving up a ton of threes. Second leading scorer, Jeremy Grant with 18, and Sheldon Sharp had 13 off the bench. Kentucky boy showing out. Love to see it. And for your Denver Nuggets today, Aaron Gordon in 32 minutes, 3 for 8 from the field, missed his only three-point attempt, but look at this. I feel like this is big for AG. 5 for 5 on free throws. I know he's like a 70 to 76% free throw shooter, something like that this season. So seeing him go 5 for 5, real good to see. Rounded out the rest of the stat line for Aaron Gordon. 7 boards, 8 assists, 1 steal, and a block. 11 points and plus 20 in the box plus minus. That's a beautiful Aaron Gordon night for you. Playing defense, getting boards, just not doing too much, but always doing enough. Michael Porter in 31 minutes, 9 for 13 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3. His shooting percentage, absolutely amazing this game. Hit his only free throw, had 4 boards and 23 points, plus 21 on the box plus minus. Michael Porter shooting very efficiently, getting his rebounds, 23 points. Great night from Michael Porter. And then I would say the best stat line tonight, you could say Dame's is better, but Nikola Jokic in 34 minutes only missed 1 shot. 13 for 14 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. I guess that was the 1 shot he missed was a 3-pointer. And he missed 1 free throw, 9 for 10 from the free throw line. And another triple-double. It just gets better. 12 boards, 10 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 36 points. I mean, it's your MVP right here. It's your MVP. Plus 19 on the box plus minus. This is your MVP. It's his award to take. I'm sorry. You have to come take it from him. And by doing this almost every night, you're not taking it from him. Nikola Jokic, man. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Jamal, 30 minutes, 6 for 15 from the field, 3 for 7 from 3. Hit both of his 3 throws, 5 boards, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Jamal looking good on the defensive end. Plus 13 on the box, plus minus, 17 points. Solid night from Jamal. Playing a lot of defense tonight. Probably switching on to Dame a lot, being on Dame Lillard a lot, Anthony Simons. But, yeah, looks good. KCP in 32 minutes did not have the shooting night that we're used to from KCP, but it's only one night. We got the Timberwolves tomorrow. He can turn it around. 2 for 9 from the field. Did not hit one of his 3-pointers. 0 for 3 from 3, but hit all 5 of his free throws. 3 boards, 3 assists, or 1 board, 3 assists, and 3 steals, man, and a block. Plus 16 in the box, plus minus. This is why we brought in KCP, man. Play defense, do the dirty work. Now, what just happened, boys? Now the bench struggled. The bench struggled a lot. I know when watching the game, Bones kept hucking up a bunch of threes, and there you can see it right there. Went 1 for 7. Zeke Naji in 14 minutes, 3 for 8, 1 for 4 from 3, 6 boards, minus 10 on the plus minus, 7 points. Jack White only had 2 minutes. Bruce Brown in 29 minutes, 5 for 5, 1 for 2 from 3. 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Bruce Brown was actually a bright spot on the bench tonight. Amazing defensive work, plus 5 on the box, plus minus, only 12 points. Vladko struggled. He only shot 1 shot, 1 board, 2 assists. Vladko really struggled tonight, and Bones also struggled as well. 2 for 10 from the field, 1 for 7 from 3. 2 boards, 1 assist, 1 block, 5 points. I mean, I would say for these guys on the bench, man, we got the Timberwolves tomorrow. Let's turn it, or tonight, I guess, when this video is coming out. But, yeah, it's just a bad night. Don't let it get to your head. Turn it around. We're fine, man. And we still came out with a W. I wouldn't be beating yourself up too much if you were on the bench. But, yeah, man, there it is again. Your Denver Nuggets beat the Portland Trail Blazers 122-113. I got y'all probably tomorrow or the day after that with the Timberwolves recap and analysis. Going to try to watch that game as well in full. That's what I've tried to do recently, is watch the games in full and then kind of talk about my thoughts through each quarter during the highlights. But let me know if I need to change anything, if you guys want to see anything new. If you like the video, go ahead and like it. If not, go ahead and dislike it, you know. I ain't biased like that. Throw down some comments, stuff you like to see on the channel. Subscribe, and yeah, man, I will see you all soon for Nuggets versus Timberwolves.